The ancient Greeks tell of Pandora, who was given a box and warned never to open it, lest she unleash evil upon the world. Curiosity got the better of her. She opened it, and sickness, death, and countless evils poured forth. Euthanasia was a Pandora's box that never should have been opened in Canada. And doctors knew this for millennia. They used to swear the Hippocratic Oath to never use the art of healing to kill. Sold to us as compassion and autonomy, legal euthanasia has unleashed suffering and death. Since 2016, according to the Euthanasia Prevention Coalition, over 90,000 Canadians have been killed by euthanasia. It's now the 5th leading cause of death in our nation. We're seeing the launch of euthanasia killing centers like Maid House. There's one in Toronto, there's one in British Columbia. We talked about the slippery slope. It keeps getting steeper. There are calls now to extend euthanasia to mature minors and even to sick infants under 1. And as we've already talked about, in March 2027, it's set to include those with mental illness, people suffering from treatable conditions like depression, anxiety, addiction, and autism. What can we do? We must work to abolish this evil practice. Like abortion, it may be a long fight, but justice demands that fight we must. Euthanasia may no longer be called murder by human law, but by God's law it still is. Thou shalt not kill. While we work toward abolition, we must also contain the spread of euthanasia. So we've already mentioned tonight, Conservative MP Tamara Jensen recently introducing a bill, C-218, to contain the spread of euthanasia for those with mental illness. And this is a bill that we also support at Campaign Life Coalition. When this bill was first launched in this parliamentary session, we let our supporters know about it and urged them to contact their MPs, no matter what stripe they were, to encourage them to vote to pass this bill. My colleague David Cook has penned a book that was just given away. I have more on the back table about Trudeau's euthanasia maid service, he calls it. And he exposes in that book just what is actually going on here and where it's going to go and why we really need to gather together and fight against this. Every time this evil tries to expand, we must push back. A society is judged by how it protects its most vulnerable, especially the sick and the elderly. And the church has a vital role to play here. Many sick and elderly people, some in our own churches, are being pressured into euthanasia because they feel like a burden. And as we've already said tonight, many choose it because of loneliness. This is where, as a people of God, we must act. We must walk with the sick, the lonely, and the dying, visiting, praying, and giving them a reason to live with God until He calls them home on His own terms, not on ours. Jesus taught us in Matthew's Gospel that how we treat the sick, the elderly, and the lonely is how we treat Him. May Jesus say to each of us on Judgment Day, I was sick, elderly, and lonely, and you cared for me. Amen. May we live in such a way, here and now, that we hear those glorious words that win us entrance into heaven. You did it to me. Thank you.